y'all. Coach Simmons here. Today we're going to just do something that has to be discussed. Last night, I was checking out She Loves D podcast, and of course, my boy First, the realist. And you know, the question came up. It's basically the narrative about HBCUs. And I think the question I have is basically who controls our narrative? Because really think about it. Are we seen as less than, or are we accepted as less than? When you go to recruit, as far as sports, right? Every other college that's not an HBCU, even if they're on the same level as you, they tell the kids, the talent, you can play with us on the FCS level or HBCU level, which is right. I believe the young man over there on First said that. It's 100% correct. When you go academically, I know this for a fact because my son is now 15 years old. He's 16 at the end of the month. But he's getting scholarship offers now, academically. And his counselors are telling him, yeah, you can go ahead and apply to Stephen F. Austin, UTSA, UT. But when he's applying to HBCUs, it's like, oh yeah. Oh, HBCUs. Like the narrative is something that HBCU is less than. Instead of something to be proud of. Now I know having Kamala on here will be kind of divisive, but my channel. The thing I'm looking at is who is allowing us to think lesser about ourselves. Academically, HBCUs are on par to any other school. Depending on what you're studying, it may be even higher. There is no school, Harvard included, that graduates more people of minorities to go on and get their PhD than Xavier. When it comes down to international students, no one tops UVI. But yet here we are allowing people to not only think less about ourselves, but to put that mentality on the future. I think it's all good when we have these discussions and debates about sports. I get that. I'm not with the whole segregation thing. I'm not with the whole we must block ourselves off. I'm with the whole we must go out there and show and prove that we are better there. But there's still that narrative out there that going to a HBCU is something you settle for. If you really want to go to school, you settle for a HBCU if you couldn't get into a PWI. We don't put out there that even though HBCUs only have around 17 to 18% of African American college students to graduate on a higher rate. Some people are going to point out the fact that, anybody is accepted to HBCU. Reason why that is not because of the fact that HBCUs really need the money, which is out there as well. It's because of the fact we want to train you, teach you. HBCUs have a belief system that anybody can come in and we can try to get you better than where you were. That's the narrative that we are not pushing. Now, when it comes to who controls us, I think it's more of a question of why do we allow them to control us? HBCUs, from the get-go, were never segregated. The Paul Quinn Charter was about helping to train and teach Black and Mexican Americans. One of the highest enrollments of post-Vietnam veterans was Bluefield College. That's the only white HBCU right now, right? Because that's the only one that will accept people in. The narrative of HBCUs has always been, we accept anybody if you care for everybody. But now it's time to let them know who we really are. It's Coach Simmons. I just wanted to throw this out today. I want y'all to have a wonderful day. Rep your school and let them know you support your HBCU. And I'm out.